Hello, my name's Annabelle Daniel and I'm the Chief Executive of Women's Community Shelters, and it's lovely to be coming to you in our April newsletter. And this month I'm really delighted to share with you some figures from our shelter network and housing projects which have shown just how much work we did in 2025. So over the course of last calendar year, we supported 1,678 women and children, and we provided over 70,000 nights of safety across our shelters, our transitional housing and our social and affordable housing projects. So that's an enormous number of nights to keep people safe. It'll come as no surprise to you that 9 out of 10 women who come to women's community shelters and our shelter network say that the reason they need us is because they are immediately leaving domestic and family violence. And that is a number that we have seen increasing year on year. More than 50% of our clients are now children. And that just shows how many kids are coming along with their mothers to our shelters and housing projects, and how much of a need there is to recognise that children are victims in their own right when they're living in domestic and family violence, and how we need to tailor support to their needs. Some of our other statistics are that 25% of the women and children that we support are Aboriginal or First Nations, and that means it's so important that we provide culturally relevant and safe support to Aboriginal women and children who come to us for help. Now, let me have a look at some of the other figures. I think it's really important to note that for every woman that we were able to accommodate, almost 3 couldn't be accommodated in our network, and that is a figure that is growing over time. In 2025, that figure grew by 52%. Now, I've been working in this sector for well and truly over 15 years now, and the figure that I have always said before is that 1 in 2 women are turned away from safe crisis accommodation, and now that number is so significantly more and growing. We know that the housing crisis and housing affordability are having a significant impact on women's ability, firstly to leave, but secondly to secure safe and affordable housing when they need it. But it is also really important to note, on a positive setting, that 73% of women who leave our shelters go straight into safe and affordable housing when they do leave. And that is remarkable, and it is a huge testament to the work of our shelter network that they pull off housing miracles every day in wrapping care and support around women and children. On Saturday the 18th, I had the privilege of speaking at the What Were You Wearing rally in Hyde Park in Sydney against violence against women. It's the first rally I've ever spoken at, and it was really important to recognise the work of frontline services and to talk about the experiences that we have on the front line. It was also a very important and timely call to governments of all levels to contribute funding to the front line that is commensurate with the scale of the crisis that we're seeing in domestic and family violence. These rallies are held every year around this time and recognise that governments around the country are going into budget cycles. And so we urge people, if this is an issue of importance to you, reach out to your local MP. Our peak body, Domestic Violence New South Wales, has a campaign on their Instagram page. It was very important to me to speak out, and it was a wonderful assembled crowd who want to see an end to gender-based violence.